Well, it looks like I am live. Thank you for joining me today. This is Tammy, and I am here. This is probably day 11 of 30 days, and there have not been consistent, so don't even try to go there. So this is day 11 of 30 days, and I'm super excited to be here today because I had a wonderful weekend, one in which I had to recover from, and so this is me recovering from my amazing weekend. Went to Portland to see my kiddos, and we just had so much fun. Love them to life. My son and his fiance, they treated us like royalty, and it was an amazing time. And it was actually the first time that we were able to spend some quality time together, just the four of us. So it was amazing, and we enjoyed it so much. But I had to come back and recover because I don't know if any of you know, but I have been dealing with some health stuff. The latest thing that I had to deal with was shingles, which, if you haven't had to deal with it or you don't know anybody that has dealt with it, oh my God. It was not even fun. Yeah, I think I'm still recovering, but that's a blessing because I can recover. Probably get as bad as I've seen others, because I've seen it, dealt with times. As a nurse of 30 years, I've taken care of many people with that condition. And so I knew that it was painful, but I had not experienced it before. And so now it is like, oh God, that's all I can say it was so hard. And so now I'm just taking my time in this recovery process, healing what needs to be healed, continuing to allow the energy to surge through me, continuing to connect with Gus, with God, the universe and source, which is why I am here today doing this live stream about using your intuition as a guidance system. And so I'm going to just speak for a few minutes. I'll be before you. And I wanted to just invite you guys also to join me on TikTok, where I will be going live 3 to 4 days a week is what I decided. But join me there. So, using your intuition as guidance. So, the thing about that is we all have intuition. We all have it. Regardless of whether you feel like you have gifts or if you feel like, something is occurring in your life where you understand things better, you have more clarity on issues, you seem to get answers to your questions more readily, then you probably are already walking in your giftings. And also, there are so many different ways that you can increase them. And so, to develop your intuition for guidance, you can, number one thing that I recommend, and these are probably 4 different things I'm going to share with you today that I recommend to help you develop your intuition and you use it for guidance. So, number one thing is make time for yourself each day to relax and connect with your inner guidance. This could be through meditation. It could be through prayer, mindfulness, or simply going out in nature, which is one of the things that I love to do. Matter of fact, I love to go out to the beach. I actually enjoyed going to the mountain. We did some hiking this weekend, which was hella challenging, but guess what? I made it and I'm here and I enjoyed it and I will do it again. And it was light hiking. It wasn't, heavy duty climbing and not, no. It was just going up. And it was amazing. We had such a wonderful time. Um, my children were amazing, as I knew that they would be, because, I did raise the boys and the one girl. And this couple, it really, truly enjoyed being with them. And so, that being said, I'm going to talk about intuition and using it as guidance. And so, number 2 thing that you can do to enhance and develop your intuition and use it for guidance is to practice mindfulness. Practice mindfulness and observe the thoughts that come and go without judgment. So think about what you're thinking about. Think about what you're thinking about, or don't think about what you're thinking about. You may want to bring your mindset back to the present, not in the future or in the past, because many times we don't live in mindfulness because we're living in the future or we're living in the past when we're not enjoying what is happening today and we're not enjoying the gift of the present. The presence is a gift. And so we're not enjoying that. Another thing you want to do, maybe number 3, is to think about a recent situation you'd like more insight about. So focus on that event and then pay attention to the thoughts that emerge. So the thoughts that show up for you inside of your body, how you feel it. And that is one of the first things that I like to do when I work with people is to take them into their body. And sometimes that takes more than one session in order to help them to go through their body and be able to understand the messages that are showing up for them. So what I mean by that is sometimes you will get an answer to a question because you'll feel something in your heart. You'll feel something in your chest. You'll feel something in your solar plexus or in your belly area. You'll feel something. You'll feel something in your root. You'll feel something in your feet down with your earth star chakra. You see what I'm saying? So there are so many different ways that you can receive information. And so a lot of times we ignore the information that comes to us because we don't understand that we can use our intuition, which is our God self. Let me say that. Our intuition is your God self. So when you don't trust and use your intuition, you are not trusting your God self. You're not trusting in the source, in the universe, in God. You're not trusting. And so number 4 way that you can connect with your intuition and begin to use it as guidance is to pull out a journal. Pull out a journal, and as you are sitting in nature or as you are practicing mindfulness, have your journal at the ready. And sometimes I don't have a journal, but I have a piece of paper and I have a pen. Always. I actually have a notebook inside of my pocketbook that I also use for that purpose. But everyone is not that way. I love to write and I get inspiration from different things. And so when I get it, I have to write it down, especially at this time of going through what I'm going through as far as my memory goes. But what I can say is that is improving as well day by day. So every day that is improving. And so the 4 things that you can use to develop and use your intuition and use your guidance is number 1, make time for yourself each day to relax and to connect with your inner guidance. And number 2, practice mindfulness and observe the thoughts that come and go without judgment. And then number 3, think about a recent situation you'd like more insight about. Focus on that event and pay attention to the thoughts that emerge. Now, what I can say about this particular step is sometimes this is the step that gets me stumped because sometimes I will think about a recent situation and sometimes I will think about it way too tightly. I'll hold on to it way too deeply instead of opening my hand so that I can allow and be able to receive the information that I'm looking for and the things that I have asked. Number 4 is pull out a journal and write down what comes to you. And so as you do this process, and you can do this process every day, all day. You can do it in the morning when you get up, or you can do it in the evening before you go to bed. Those are always good times, but you can do it any time of the day or night. For me, I really do try to do it many times of the day because I am at a place where I'm practicing using my intuition as guidance. And so that is one of the reasons why I came on here today to share this with you, because I know that many people are interested in this area and many people are wanting to be able to use their intuition in this way. And so that is, one of the things that I wanted to just come on here and just share, because I know that it is possible. And I also know that It will help to heal your life in ways that you have no understanding of. And that is one of the things that I love about speaking on intuition and how we can actually connect and use it for our advantage. Use it to help us in life, to help us gain more by doing less, but by actually connecting to our intuition. And I know sometimes it's scary, and sometimes it feels really strange, and sometimes it's really hard to do. However, if we will just stay the course and really truly begin to seriously connect and to really seriously begin to make decisions from a place of being guided, step out of the box, stop running to other people to make decisions that affect you and your life. Make sure that you are taking time. I love to take time to just sit and listen to music. And I love jazz. I love classical. I love songs without words. I like words, and I do listen to those, because y'all know I love Michael Jackson. I will play him every day, all day and night. But there are times when we need to just be with ourselves. And there are times when I know that there's challenges going on, and I've done them myself, and I've been a part of a few, and I'm still a part of a few. But there are times when we have to challenge ourselves, and we have to begin to go inside, and we have to begin to ask questions for the things that we desire and the things that we want. And then the other thing too is not to hold things so tightly, like the outcomes so tightly, because sometimes we need room for spirit to come in and do what spirit does, without us putting our hands on it and messing with it and playing games and all kinds of stuff. And so when we will just be in a state of allowance and know that whatever this thing is going to work out for our good. It may not work out exactly as you want it. However, you want something for your highest good, regardless of whether it's what you want at that time or not. Because typically what I do know is sometimes we want shit that's not good for us. And we get upset and mad when spirit blocks that off for us because we don't understand that this thing is not really good for us. Case in point, I got married to a man at 19 that I never fucking should have married. And the thing is I knew this. Let me show y'all what else. So I wrote this book about it. Walking Away. Winning the War Against Shame, Abuse, AIDS, and Abandonment. Which is all the things, and there I am. Which is all the things that I have dealt with in that marriage that I fucking never should have done. And I knew that I shouldn't have done it. And so when I have thought about that, and as it has really flown to me and made me realize that I was able to forgive myself for putting myself in that space that I fucking knew better. And many times, if you will be completely honest with yourself and you will begin to really show up for you. And I'm not talking about for other people. I'm not talking about for other things. I'm not talking about for business. I'm not talking about for your job. I'm talking about showing up for yourself. So as you will begin to open that space up and you begin to really show up for yourself, I am trying to tell you that your life will begin to be unrecognizable. You won't even be able to understand what it is that you're looking for. Things will just start to come to you, and you will start to receive things that you have been asking for, maybe things that you had given up on, things that you said, okay, well, if I don't get it, that's fine, and you're not worried about it anymore. And then all of a sudden it shows up in your life. Why? Because you're in this space of connecting to your guidance and your intuition and using it as the guidance tool that it is. So, again, I'm going to recap those 4 things one more time, and then I'm going to pop off here because I have to go get some stuff I'm going to cook. So to develop your intuition and use it for guidance, you can make time for yourself, number 1, each day to relax and connect with your inner guidance. This could be through meditation, prayer, taking time out in nature. Number 2, you want to practice mindfulness and observe the thoughts that come and go without judgment. Now, that is particularly hard to do because it is really hard to, observe the thoughts that come and go without judgment. Because why? Because we are human beings and we like to judge. We do. And the thing is what I realize is if that wasn't the case, then it wouldn't have it in the Bible so many times as it does. Judge not lest ye be judged. However, and so to me, if they put that there, then that means that is probably an issue that we all deal with. So you want to practice mindfulness and observe the thoughts that come and go, but don't judge them and don't hold on to them and don't make them a mantra or a practice or a ritual. Don't do that. Just allow them to come and go and let them pass on by. You don't have to grab hold of every thought that comes. And so think number 3 is think about a situation. Think about a situation that you'd like more insight about. Focus on that event and pay attention to the thoughts that emerge, the feelings that emerge, anywhere that it comes in your body. So, and then the 4th thing is pull out your journal and write down what comes to you, because that is important. Sometimes, and you know what, it's hard for me because I am not the most organized person in the world. I'm working on it. Matter of fact, that is my mission at this time, to do some organization in my house especially. But I do try. However, that is one of the things. Pull out your journal and write down what comes to you. And this way, sometimes, if you're like me, you'll find the journal in a couple of years and all of a sudden you'll read it and some of the things that you journaled about are happening now. Now, that's a whole nother video that I'm going to do on scripting, because that is a whole nother tool that you can use in order to help you to manifest, to help you to be all that you can be, to steal that term from the Army. So again, thank you for hanging out with me today. This has been, of course, always fabulous. Thank you for joining me. And if you are catching the replay, make sure that you hit #replay and then let me know your takeaways. Really what hit home for you as you listen to this short message. So again, thank you for joining me. This was day 11 of 30. Let me put this down in the comments just so that I will know. And my birthday is coming up. Matter of fact, it is in 7 days. My birthday is in 7 days. I'm going to have an offer for my birthday and for my birthday month, for Black Friday, all of those things. I'm having an offer that I'm working with that I am so excited about. I've been doing Bach flower remedies. Probably that was my first thing that I did when I came into this world of energy. And so I recently got an amazing testimonial from a beautiful young lady that has my remedies. And so I decided that it was time for me to put those out. Yeah, I decided it was time for me to put those out. So let's see. So this is the testimonial, y'all. These Bach flower remedies are nothing short of miraculous. I have a painful, cracked tongue. After 4 drops of each remedy, my tongue sealed up like magic. Highly recommend. Run, don't walk to get yours today. And so that was an amazing testimonial that I got from a beautiful, beautiful spirit. Her initials are AG, and that's what I'm going to say. But other than that, I'm just so excited about that because this is something that I've been wanting to do and put out for a long, long time, to be honest with you. And I kind of put it on the back burner and on the shelf. And what I did was I offered it in a group that I used to belong to that I had to get out of because the energy there was just not worth it for me. So I left it. But I met this young lady. And so it tells me that sometimes you're in a place not only just for you, Sometimes you're there for other people, or sometimes you're there for a reason that you really didn't think of. And I didn't, because, this young lady just came into my awareness in the group because she wanted to take a part of the offer that I had. And so she and we had a little bit of time connecting just because of time zones and that kind of stuff. And so we finally connected, and it was an amazing time that we had. And so then when I supplied her with the remedies, that just was amazing, and that warmed my heart. So that is one of the things that I'm doing. They are structured according to chakras. So I have some that are made for each chakra, which is amazing to me, which I absolutely freaking love. I actually was thinking of creating some sprays with them too. So I'm kind of in between with exactly how we're going to do it. However, I love the remedies because they are so helpful, and they really do help you to heal in ways that you don't even realize that you needed to heal. And so, like I said, I've been creating them according to the chakras, which was one of the ways that I learned how to create them. But I also can create them according to different disease processes and things that you're going through. But typically that is also addressed by the chakra healing as well. So again, thank y'all for hanging out with me, but that is a session that I'm going to do. The Bach remedies, I'm going to offer them where you can grab the ones that you are looking for, like you can grab the ones that you're looking for, like the for the chakras, and you can also get a consultation as well if that is something that you need, because that's something that I would like to offer. Like, you can buy the remedies themselves, but then if you want to get a consultation, that's gonna be a little bit more, because it's a little more time. So just be aware of that. But those are a couple of different ways that I'm going to put that out there, and that is coming up for my birthday month, because I wanted to really provide something that was going to help you. And then I also have a membership program that I am looking for founding members for. And that program, y'all, it's a steal of a deal. So if you are looking to join a community, be a part of a community, especially a founding member of a community, which, if you don't know, founding members means that you are grandfathered in at whatever price you join at. So, whatever it is. So if I go up on it next year, you won't be affected, because you are a founding member. And so that is going to be an amazing thing. Matter of fact, it already is an amazing thing. So if that is something that you are looking for, to find community and support, I actually have clients that send me emails, or they come do messenger, or they send me a text message even, to talk about different things that they're dealing with, and I just help them address them there. And then if we need to do a call, we do a call. So it's so many things that are open for you today. And then I do have my workshop that is coming up on the 17th of November at 11 o'clock a.m. Pacific time to, I think, 1 o'clock. So it's going to be about 2 hours long, give or take. It may or may not last the whole time, but that's what I have allotted for the time, so that if you have questions when you come, that you can ask them. So again, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I am so pleased to be here, just sharing about how to use your intuition as a guidance tool. So again, thank you for hanging out with me. If this content is valuable to you, I would love it if you would go on YouTube and like, share, and subscribe to it. If you are on YouTube, smash that button and subscribe. If not, why not? Go on YouTube or go on TikTok and like my page there. It's under my name. TikTok, I think I'm Intuitive Tammy. YouTube, I'm Tammy Morrison. You can also go and like my podcast, which is Straight Outta Savannah. So again, thank you for joining. I am so appreciative of all that you do, and for you coming on and just listening to what I have to say and the messages that I'm bringing. So again, thank you for hanging out with me. Bye now.